So, Notre Dame. To start off the 2023 season, Notre Dame looked like a team to beat. They started off on a 4-game winning streak, and their quarterback Sam Hartman looked like a Heisman candidate. But in week 5, they ran into the Ohio State Buckeyes, and even though the game was a hard-fought game and went all the way down to the wire, Ohio State ended up winning on a go-ahead touchdown. Notre Dame would bounce back in the following week, beating the 17th ranked Duke Blue Devils, but then would lose in an upset game versus Louisville 33-20 in the following week. But then Notre Dame bounced back again and absolutely washed the 10th ranked USC Trojans 48-20 and then beat Pitt 58-7, but then would give up their 3rd loss of the season to Clemson in a 31-23 loss. Notre Dame would then finish off the season on a 2-game winning streak and then would absolutely wipe the floor with Oregon State in a 40-8 blowout in their bowl game. So in 2023, Notre Dame was a very interesting team. On one hand, Notre Dame looked like the team to beat, having a superstar quarterback in Sam Hartman, and he was able to show he was able to put up numbers versus quality competition like when he played Duke and USC, but then would give up, would just fall apart versus teams like Ohio State and Louisville, and then the loss to Clemson just made no sense. But Notre Dame is looking to improve on all the shortcomings of their 2023 season and put themselves back at the top of the college football world in 2024. And the best way to improve going into next season is to absolutely recruit out of your minds, and Notre Dame had a phenomenal year of recruiting, landing the 11th best recruiting class in the class of 2024. And so today, we're going to be taking a look at Notre Dame's top 5 recruits in the class of 2024. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Sports 6000 and Tom Fatal for recommending me to make a video on Notre Dame's recruiting class. If you want me to make a video on your favorite school, be sure to comment that down below. All right, but enough talking. Let's take a look at the Fighting Irish's top 5 recruits in the class of 2024. Leave this video a like, comment your thoughts down below on who is your favorite player out of these top 5 when you get to the end of the video, and hit that subscribe button and turn on all your notifications so you stay on top of everything going on in college football. With that being said, let's jump into the video. 3, 2, 1. So to start it off, Notre Dame landed Bryce Young. And I'm not talking about the former Alabama receiver and now the Carolina Panthers quarterback. I'm talking about the 6'6", 244-pound 4-star defensive lineman, Bryce Young. This guy, hey, as you can see, he could bend out there. Like this kid, he's got some serious bend to his game. Super quick first step. I mean, hey, yo, this kid's got a very quick first step. He simply just has the same exact name as Bryce Young. Yeah, his first step is going to be elite for the Fighting Irish. Hold that edge, and then, yeah, he closes ground so quickly. I think this kid, he could very easily have a massive impact early for the Fighting Irish. Next up, Notre Dame landed the 6th best linebacker in the country in 6'2", 233-pound superstar out of St. John Bosco, Kingston Vassa. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. I'm just gonna call you Kingston. I don't want to mess up your middle name. This kid, I've been covering him for a while because he goes to St. John Bosco. This dude can flat out play. I mean, when you're talking about a linebacker that can cover ground, has no problem getting his head into the play. I mean, this is a guy that is going to be making plays consistently for the Fighting Irish. And then that 6'2", 233-pound frame, like that's a perfect frame for that modern day hybrid linebacker safety position, because he's definitely a lot bigger than your average safety, but he's not like this like 240, 250-pound linebacker, which you don't really see those anyway. He's a perfect hybrid linebacker that can both cover tight ends and also be able to support in the running game as well. I mean, look at him covering in space. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna take that the other way. And then look at the speed. My guy's got some wheels out here. Let's go. Yeah, where you going? Read that like a book. Next up, Notre Dame found their quarterback of the future in 4-star QB and the 5th best quarterback in the class of 2024, CJ Carr. This kid is 6'2", 295 pounds. He throws a smooth ball, absolutely smooth. Like take all the polish of Julian Sand and just tone back some of the, like, tone everything back just like 2 or 3%. He's a very, very talented quarterback. It's really just, there's a couple of things that you're just wanting to have a little bit more from him, like just a little bit more arm strength, a little bit more mobility. But when it comes to the overall package, I mean, you're getting a guy that's very, very well polished, and he can throw it with the best of them. Yeah, I think CJ Carr, I think once he gets to Notre Dame, he's definitely going to be a guy that's going to need to develop for a couple years, but when it's his time, he's going to be able to spin it with the best of them. Swoop, yep, got him. Where you going? There it is. Way to keep your eyes downfield constantly. And you know, you should always be addressing that offensive line. And so why not land the 7th best offensive tackle in the country in 4-star offensive tackle Geby Lambert. This kid is 6'6", 280 pounds. And as you can see, he can flat out move people. He's the #1 player in the state of Massachusetts. And I mean, just from the jump, his burst off the line, especially when you get recruits that are from states that are not as competitive, like a state like Massachusetts is not going to be a uber competitive state. You're looking for the athletic traits, quickness off the line, where the hands are being placed. He's doing a phenomenal job of getting hands on the inside early and exploding out of his stance. Yeah, he's going up against guys who are 150 pounds lighter than him, almost 7-8 inches shorter than him. But you can only play to the level of your competition. The thing I'm looking for the most is that first step quickness and the hand placement. He does a phenomenal job of that. And last but certainly not least, you know Notre Dame had to get themselves a 5-star recruit, and this is 5-star wide receiver. Oh my gosh, the speed. This is Cam Williams. He is 6'2" and 188 pounds, and he's running like that? Nah, this kid's on another level. Get going. Get going. Run him over. I love that finish for a wide receiver. I love just whenever wide receivers showed off their physicality like that. Oh, quarterback, just go ahead and trust them. Just air it out, QB, okay? Nah, Cam Williams is going to be the guy that's going to be the real X factor for y'all. All the other guys, they're good. This kid is going to be great. You get speed like this out of a 6'2", almost 190-pound frame? Where you going? Where you going? Sit down. I like this kid's game a whole lot. He's a very explosive wide receiver. I like the fact that even though he's not showing like these like uber precise routes, he knows how to get open. He's doing a good job of getting skinny and slowing his routes down whenever he needs to. But then he also got that explosiveness to be able to make a play whenever he needs to as well. Thank you. Oh, off the dribble. Yeah, and then when he gets into a straight line, I mean, you're talking about a kid who's got easily 4.4 speed. Almost, he might be a 4.3 guy. Like in a pure straight line, he looks like he's got 4.3 speed, if not super low 4.4 speed. So those are Notre Dame's top 5 recruits in the class of 2024. I want you guys to comment down below. Out of these top 5 players that we just took a look at, who are you guys most excited about? I always hate whenever the #1 guy is my favorite guy, but I'm a wide receiver. He's rocking number 8. That's my favorite number. Cam Williams is going to be he's going to crush it at Notre Dame. When you get a kid who's that big, normally when you get guys who are running as fast as he is, they're like a $165 wet. Maybe. He's 188 pounds, almost 190 pounds. He can more than hang with any college-sized corner or safety and be able to take a hit going across the middle versus college linebackers and still be able to get up, but then have that level of speed. That is going to be a player that's going to be a big-time impact player for Notre Dame. But I want to hear from y'all. Comment your thoughts down below. Leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep you up to date with everything that's going on in college football. We got those daily uploads coming for you. I want you guys to know, if anything has been going on in your life, you know, everybody, you know, we tend to really speed up and not really ever ask ourselves if we're doing okay. We might ask other people if they're doing okay, but we never really ask ourselves if we're doing okay. If the answer is yes or no, doesn't really matter. Know that you can always call upon Jesus Christ. Life can always get better, and it always gets better with Jesus. We're not meant to go through this life alone. We're not meant to go through this life by ourselves, just, you know, kind of to our own devices. That's why it is such a blessing, and that is the blessing of the gospel. That's the good news of the gospel, that we are able to come to Jesus Christ in any stage of life that we're in and ask him to be our personal Lord and Savior. And the answer is always yes. Always remember that. Know that you never have to go through this life alone. You can always have Jesus Christ right there by your side. Even if you say yes or no, he's gonna be right there. Like he loves you that much. He's always gonna keep an eye out on you. You just have to be the one to invite him in. Always remember that. Love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.